Akira Tendo is a young office worker who hates his job. 3 years ago, an excited Akira came to Tokyo to work after graduation, but increasingly becomes disillusioned after learning his company ruthlessly exploits their employees. Despite being depressed, he continues to stay due to his coworker, Saori Utori, the only one who treats him with kindness, but is unable to confess his feelings since Utori is also the CEO's mistress. When a zombie outbreak hits Tokyo, rather than despair, Akira greets it with happiness since he is finally free. He heads to Utori's apartment to rescue her only to discover he was too late, as she and the CEO have turned into zombies. Akira tells the CEO he quits before pushing him to his death and confesses his feelings to a zombified Utori before escaping. Realizing he might get killed during the outbreak, Akira makes a bucket list of 100 things he wants to do before he becomes a zombie. Akira starts to revel in his newfound freedom by drinking beer in the morning. However, he soon realizes that he has run out. Sneaking down a pipe to avoid zombies, he meets the Kusakas, his despairing neighbors who become more hopeful seeing his cheerful demeanor. When he arrives at the convenience store, Akira meets another survivor scavenging the place, who admonishes him for only taking items she considers unnecessary for survival. She takes off after she saves his life. With his bike destroyed, he ultimately finds a motorcycle and uses it to escape. When he finally returns home, Akira notices zombies have managed to break into the Kusaka's apartment. Retreating to his apartment, he solemnly reflects on his situation. As such, Akira writes down a bucket list of 100 things he wants to do before he becomes a zombie. Meanwhile, a flashback shows that prior to meeting Akira, the girl was obsessed with survival, but after meeting him begins to wonder if there might be room for some fun. Shiyu and other survivors defend Club Shiyu time. Meanwhile, after Akira crosses growing a cool beard off his bucket list, he vows to find his friend Kenshio. He then notices his phone has unread notifications. Elsewhere, Kenshio is trapped at Club Shiyu time when he receives a call from Akira, who promises to meet him. As he heads to Shinjuku, Akira recalls their friendship prior to the outbreak. Just as the zombies are about to kill Shiyu, they are distracted when they hear some noise. Once Akira and Kenshio reunite, Akira apologizes to Kenshio for being jealous of him before zombies chase them onto the roof. After Akira successfully jumps onto the roof of another building, he tells Kenshio to do the same. Kenshio refuses and reveals to Akira he hated his job as a real estate agent and what he really wants to do is be a stand-up comedian. With Akira's encouragement, Kenshio makes it while he takes off his clothes. Later that night, Akira and Kenshio have a conversation while they are naked. Akira and Kenshio decide to go to the department store to get a flat-screen TV as Akira had it on his bucket list. When they arrive there, they discover they are not alone as they meet an old man and 3 flight attendants named Yukari, Maki, and Reika. They end up whining and dining with the girls, which was another thing on the bucket list. Akira eventually drinks too much trying to impress the girls, while Kenshio and Maki head to the furniture department to have sex. Meanwhile, Reika is attacked by the zombified old man. Yukari later approaches Akira, and the two ultimately have a conversation about their dream jobs. When Kenshio investigates the commotion, Maki is killed by a zombified Reika, while Kenshio himself is forced to smash Reika's head. As Yukari is about to say something to Akira, she is attacked and bitten by the old man. Despite Akira's pleas, she willingly sacrifices herself when the old man attacks them again. Akira and Kenshio manage to escape with a flat-screen TV. When they get back to their base, Akira adds his desire to recall his childhood dream to his bucket list. Recalling what his childhood dream was, Akira heads to the aquarium with Kenshio to grab a shark suit so he can achieve said dream of being a superhero. Elsewhere, the girl Akira previously met is on a bus when one of the passengers turns into a zombie. She and the remaining survivors head to the aquarium where they are rescued by Akira. When he approaches her, she questions his motives. After investigating a loud noise, Akira and Kenshio discover a zombified shark with legs is on the loose. While everyone is running away, the girl gets left behind. Once Akira rescues her again, she comes up with a plan to stop the shark. A naked Kenchio provides a distraction which allows Akira to electrocute the shark. Before they part ways, Akira and the girl, whose name is Shizuka Mikaduki, exchange contact information. After Akira and Kenchio grab a pair of solid gold watches, they decide to head to Gunma. When they arrive at an RV dealership, they run into Shizuka. Once an RV is chosen, the trio continue their journey until they are stopped by a spike strip, which also injures Kenchio. They are then confronted by a group led by Gonzo Kusugi, Akira's former boss. A nervous Akira reluctantly agrees to work for Gonzo again for 2 days in exchange to use his truck stop. The next day, while Shizuka is with Kenchio, an annoyed Gonzo is forced to announce that he is throwing a welcome party for Akira and his friends after he catches Akira chilling beer for everyone. Gonzo later taunts Akira when the former reveals he is using the latter, the zombies, and everyone else as cheap labor. Seeing Akira being abused by Gonzo reminds Shizuka how her father controlled every aspect of her life. While she is in the RV, Shizuka finds Akira's bucket list and writes, "Tell Kosugi off" in it. Elsewhere, unbeknownst to a couple of members of the supply gathering team, a zombie is hiding in their truck. Back at the truck stop, when Akira, Kenchio, and Shizuka attempt to leave, Gonzo manipulates Akira into staying. A furious Shizuka calls out Gonzo for being a coward before she hands Akira his bucket list back to him, which reveals what she wrote down earlier. As such, Akira finally gains the confidence to tell Gonzo off. Once chaos ensues when the truck arrives and releases the zombie, Akira successfully neutralizes the situation and saves everyone, even Gonzo. After Gonzo's gang leaves him behind at the truck stop due to his abusive and controlling behavior, as well as his cowardice, Akira, Kenchio, and Shizuka continue their journey. After Akira, Kenchio, and Shizuka try paddleboard yoga, the trio continue their journey where they encounter a female otaku from Germany named Beatrix Amerohausa. Akira agrees to help her deliver fish to Takasaki since eating at a sushi restaurant is on his bucket list. When they arrive there, Akira and Beatrix fight a horde of zombies until the latter are lured away and killed in an explosion caused by Kenchio and Shizuka. Everyone has a good time eating sushi that night. Sometime later, the quartet arrive at a hot spring. As they are enjoying themselves, they discover it is surrounded and are forced to flee. While he is alone, Akira finds a seemingly unoccupied hot spring in the mountains. However, he runs into Shizuka, where they have a heartfelt conversation about love before they are joined by Kenchio and Beatrix. Akira, Kenchio, Shizuka, and Beatrix are near Gunma when they come across a barricaded tunnel full of zombies. While taking a detour through the forest, they rescue an old man named Masaru Kumano from a zombified boar. A thankful Kumano shows the quartet the treehouse he is building, which causes an excited Akira to help out. Once the treehouse is completed, the quartet part ways with Kumano. After a while, they finally arrive at Akira's home village. When Akira reunites with his parents, he has a hard time repaying them. Elsewhere, it is revealed Akira's father has a wound. Meanwhile, another group in the village is completing a bucket list of their own. As the quartet settles into Akira's village, they meet other survivors from the nearby city and slowly get to know them. That evening, Akira listens to his father talk about his dream of wanting to be an astronaut and how small their world really is once they get to explore more. Meanwhile, the other group led by Kanta Higurashi, Akira, and Kenchio's former university classmate take down the barriers blocking the tunnel and soon lead the zombies to the village, causing havoc and terrorizing the villagers along the way. Akira and the others realize an electric fence has trapped everyone in the village, forcing them to make plans to evacuate the village and fight back. While the members of the quartet brawl with others from Higurashi's group, Akira goes to defend his parents and other survivors from the zombies. However, Akira's father resolves to defend the family and throws Akira into the house to confront the zombies on his own. In a series of flashbacks, each member of Higurashi's group recount their worst memories before the pandemic started that caused their resentment toward society. They decided to vent their frustrations by destroying the village, but are instead thwarted in their encounters with Akira's group. Before Akira's father is turned into a zombie, Higurashi saves him but then holds him hostage, taunting Akira to prove that he is a good son. A flashback shows that Higurashi grew from a happy child to an antisocial loner who began to despise society, especially people like Akira. He decides to take it out on Akira and make him choose between him and his father. Akira seemingly turns into a zombie, but quickly gets the upper hand on Higurashi. It is revealed that Akira disguised himself as a zombie with the help of some of the survivors to trick Higurashi. When Akira confronts him, Higurashi has a breakdown while he reveals that he just wanted to have friends. After he is bitten by a zombie, Higurashi accepts his fate, sacrificing himself to buy time, while Akira and the other survivors attempt to evacuate the village, but realize the bridge connecting them across a canyon has been destroyed. Fortunately, Kumano has built a bridge just in time. Akira and Kenshio hold the bridge while the villagers evacuate, and they barely escape. The villagers eventually manage to trap the zombies in the tunnel again and begin to rebuild. Akira learns his father is not infected and instead has hemorrhoids. The quartet soon makes plans to continue their goals to survive the zombie apocalypse and leave the village to explore the world and fulfill their dreams.